What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today the Winnipeg Jets knock off the San Jose Sharks by a score of 6-2 in a game that they desperately needed to win to stay afloat here above Calgary and Nashville, who actually play each other as I'm speaking right now, so I won't know the final score of that game, but we're going to talk about the importance of everything in just a minute. But yes, so the Jets come into this game with 91 points, Calgary has 90, and the Predators have 88. The Jets and the Predators coming into this game had 79, and Calgary has played 80. So, you know, it's a little bit weird, but the way it all shakes out, we want Nashville to win tonight, because if they win, Calgary is eliminated because they will not hold the tiebreaker on the Jets, as the Jets, they've won this game, and even if Calgary were to win out their next game and the Jets were to lose out, they wouldn't be able to do it. The Jets would hold that spot. So the winner of the Calgary and Nashville game today stays alive for another day, but they will have to chase the Jets, and the Jets will only need 1 point. Either way it goes here, the magic number for Winnipeg is 1. If they lose in overtime against Minnesota, the Jets clinch a playoff spot. So 1 point is all it's going to take now as the Jets beat San Jose today. Apologies for the little Twitter notification there. Jake from Peg City Hockey just liked my tweets. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. But hey, let's get on into the game. It's been long enough of an intro here. First period, the boys are feeling it. Hey, you know what? This is a big game. How are they going to come out? I really thought that, hey, they're going to come out hot, right? Well, it didn't start out that way as Erik Karlsson blasts home a goal. Point number 99 of the year for him. And just like that, it's a 1-0 game 20 seconds into this one. And that wasn't what I needed to see. The Jets have lost to the Sharks twice this season already. And yeesh, that was not the start that I wanted to see. Less than a minute after the goal, however, the Jets would draw a penalty, and it would be Pierre-Luc Dubois from really pretty passing from Nikolai Ehlers and Mark Scheifele, might I add, scoring a power play goal, something we don't see a whole lot here in Winnipeg, but the Jets get it done and tie up this game almost immediately after that goal. From that moment on, it was really just all Jets. Adam Lowry would score an absolute dirty one, his 12th of the year, just picking up the scraps, and the Jets go up 2-1, solving James Reimer, something that they've had a really rough time doing this year, but Adam Lowry scoring his 12th on the season to make it 2-1. Then moving on, still here in the first period, Kyle Connor scores his 32nd of the season, and it's from a Dylan DeMello blast tipped in by Kyle Connor. So, you'd love to see it. You'd love to see Kyle Connor scoring some greasers, some grody goals. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but what a year Dylan DeMello's having, might I add. What an incredible player he's turned into this season. Always has been great for the Jets. One of the best trades that Kevin Cheveldayoff has ever pulled off in terms of value. But hey, he's just really turned it on the last 20 years, so I don't know. He's just hit another gear this season, and Dylan DeMello turning into a little bit of an offensive threat, so good for him. And yeah, 3-1 Jets as we get through the first period. Moving into the second, not a whole lot really happened. I mean, the Jets dominated the majority of the period, but there was actually no goals in that period. So the second period would remain 3-1 Winnipeg going into the third. Jets need to clamp it down, and I said they need at least one more goal here, and then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. And Mason Appleton, by the way, who's having a career game, we'll talk about it at the end, but Mason Appleton is 4th of the year, 16 seconds into the period from Nino Niederreiter and Adam Lowry, gets it done, and pretty much locks this one up, scoring it, making it 4-1. What else could you really want? That third line today for Winnipeg, absolutely buzzing. Nino Niederreiter, Adam Lowry, Mason Appleton. That was the best game that the third line has had all season long. And hey, I loved watching that tonight. Those guys were just dogs on the puck. I love it. I love seeing it. We need that in the playoffs if the Jets are to make it. A little bit later on in the period, Erik Karlsson would actually score again. That's his 100th point of the year, the first time since, Brian Leetch did that in 1991, 1992. That is unbelievable, so congratulations to Erik Karlsson. Of course it happened against the Jets with his 2nd of the year, but you know what? Whatever. I'm a big fan of Erik Karlsson. I don't have a lot to say there. Good for him. Josh Morrissey didn't like that, however, as he went and potted his 16th of the season from DeMello and Appleton. DeMello and Appleton having a great day today. Those guys just on fire, and yeah, I don't know, Appleton had a goal and an assist today, DeMello had 2 assists, so good for those guys, really stepping up. The depth, well, not really the depth, I guess, with DeMello, but guys that don't typically light up the scoreboard, lighting up the scoreboard tonight, so I love seeing that, especially with the playoffs around the corner. Now, the Jets up 5-2 at this point in the third period, and Mark Scheifele said, you know what, 40 was nice last game, but I like 41 better, scoring on the power play. Nice feed from Kyle Connor and Josh Morrissey there, picking up his 41st of the year. And that's about all she wrote, guys. The Winnipeg Jets take this one 6-2. They just locked it down at the end here, and that was just about as much as you could ask from this team. They really needed this win in a, just such a bad way. Such a bad way. And they needed to win tonight. They get it done. They smelt blood in the water, and they killed it today. Very proud of this team for winning. And now we just got to hope that, Nashville pulls this one out. And then, I'm not saying book your tickets for the playoffs, but you can pretty much book them if Nashville wins tonight. So big win. Obviously, the big old shining star award today is going to be going to that whole third line. Adam Lowry, Nino Niederreiter, and Mason Appleton. Those guys played fantastic today. Honorable mention is Dylan DeMello. I thought he played really strong today. Everybody played great, but I really do need to acknowledge that third line because I've had my issues with the third line this year. If you've watched my channel from, maybe from January to now, I've had issues with that third line. Maybe even before that, I don't know. But the third line I've been very critical of. They came through today with one of the biggest games of the year, and they were a huge reason why the Jets were able to pull this one off tonight. So the Jets now hold a 3-point lead over Calgary. I'm not going to bother showing the standings because it's probably going to change by the time you see this video, but a 3-point lead over Calgary and a 5-point lead over Nashville. Nashville would need to, win and then hope the Jets lose out, I guess. I don't know. Then Nashville would have to win out. Jets would have to lose out. But the Jets just need 1 point to clinch if Nashville is to win today. I've already said that, I know, but it is very important that we get a Nashville win tonight. It would be very nice, and then we don't have to stress for the rest of the week. I would love that. I would love if I could just, walk out into the world tomorrow and know that, it's a pretty good chance the Jets are making the playoffs. I don't have to sweat the Minnesota Wild game too much. The Jets' next 2 games here, the final 2 games of the season is, the game Tuesday night against the Minnesota Wild, and then they will finish up the season on Thursday against the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado does have a lot of injuries, but I do expect that they're going to be wanting to be playing for that top spot in the Central. They are in a fight right now with Dallas and even Minnesota right now, so, hard to say what'll happen. Hopefully, by Thursday, Colorado is, can either be clinched for the division lead or, they're just not going to, and they rest guys. That would be so nice if they could just, play the D team against the Jets, let the Jets get that easy win if they do need it for whatever reason. That would be really appreciated, Colorado, but, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We got the Wild tomorrow. Hey, this is crunch time, baby. This is fun. Big win tonight. Jets showed out, and hey, that's really all I've got to say about it tonight. Big win, a really important game, and the Jets, for the first time in a while, seized the opportunity to make life a lot easier on themselves. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to hop on out of here. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below what you think about the Winnipeg Jets, how they've been playing lately. I've loved it. I think they've been on fire lately. Maybe squandered the opportunity a little bit in Calgary, but besides that, their last 5 to 7 games have been very good. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Love to hear from you guys. Go Jets, go. Go Preds, go. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.